Right here we have Guy Pretty Privileged by Ho Math. Shit, let's see what they talking about.
The amount of stuff you can get away with if you're attractive is literally so insane.
Prerequisite before we get into this video. I think girls get a lot more than from pretty privilege than men. However, I do acknowledge that men do have pretty privilege. I can't lie, they do. They do. They probably wouldn't be as receptive to it. It's not as good as women pretty privilege and it's not as obvious, but I ain't gonna lie, they definitely do. They do. Let's see what she talking about though.
The amount of stuff you can get away with if you're attractive is literally so insane. And everyone talks about women pretty privilege, but no one ever talks about guy pretty privilege.
I always appreciate it when women understand the different ways that they treat different types of men. Guy pretty privilege is another word for hypergamy. So, first of all, I'd like to thank her for noticing. And second of all, I have a few stories for you to try to encourage you to maybe move up a few notches if possible. But first,
Okay.
listen to how she understands. It's therapeutic.
I think if the
Was good, Unk? Just saying hi. Do not call me Unk, nigga. I'm 21 years old. I don't even have facial hair like that. Don't do that. But what's up, bro? How you doing? Not gonna lie, she's attractive. I ain't trying to. Okay, yeah, she valid.
unattractive guys tried to do the things that attractive guys did to girls, they would be called out for harassment.
Yeah, exactly. This girl from an old video said, don't catcall me unless you're attractive. And then she said it was a joke, which means it's kind of true.
But
Oh no, she was serious. She was 100% serious, probably. My little sister calls me Unk. She's 14 and I'm 21. Yeah, I don't listen. If we Unk now, bro, I ain't going. Nah, I ain't no Unk. Move up a few levels. That reminds me of the black pill. I don't know about that.
if an attractive guy did what unattractive guys did, it would be considered cute.
This is where my stories come in. I did
That is true. I talked about this shit in my last video. Like, if you're cute and you like anime, it's like, oh yeah, you're cute. You just have a, if anything, like people fetishize you. It's like, oh shit, like you like anime and you look like that, man. Like, you're so interesting. You have layers to you. But like, if you're ugly and you like anime, you're just a fucking nerd. You stink. Definitely talked about this shit though. Bro lost his mind drawing all of this. Nah, yeah, he did go crazy. I can't lie, he did.
some not very cute things that went over just fine.
I feel like attractive guys have kind of like a act like an asshole card that they could use whenever they want because they have a pretty face and they have unlimited ways on how to hit on women without being a creep.
Yeah, you can say quite a wide range of things and
Yeah.
it will be okay, but only as long as she feels like this about you. This is a drawing of me
I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak on this. Can't really speak on that. Maybe though. I believe it.
when I was at my most attractive and a relationship that I had during that time where I did
W art for real, for real. That's creative. No, yeah, yeah, you went crazy for sure. Like with Chris Brown. Yeah. Seems like no one bats an eye about that situation anymore. Granted, he was young, but even then, bro, like if an ugly nigga did that shit, his career was fucking over, bro. Like we wouldn't hear about that nigga since 2009 for real. Being ugly doesn't matter if you are rich, to be honest. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Because you have to understand, when you get rich and you get into rooms with other people that are rich, there has to be other things to separate you from the other niggas on your level that are also rich. You need more things other than your money to make you stand out. That could be your looks, that could be your personality, that could be what you could do for me. It's a bunch of shit, but I don't think being rich is everything when it comes to getting girls. And even then, bro, I ain't gonna lie, just because you could bag someone don't mean you can maintain them. Like, you could get in there, like, but a lot of niggas fumble. Chris Brown got away with it because he's talented as fuck. That helps too. As a guy who went from a 4 to a smooth 7, dude spin. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Yeah. Only reason I can't really speak on you getting to a certain level and you could do certain things without people violent. Nah, Loki, you can't. Yeah, you kind of can, man. You can. You can. How? What are you asking how to? You can't. You definitely can get away with way more. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like when you're ugly talking to a girl, you're always on thin ice. You always have to feel like, oh, she has more options, so let me take my time with this one. So yeah, it's a mentality thing. There's a bunch of reasons.
nothing and she did more than she should have. This is a timeline of that relationship. I had a crush on this girl when I was 11, and she pretty much ignored me until after college when I lost weight and got in shape. And she sent me a suggestive message on Facebook where she saw my pictures, and we began a certain kind of relationship. And eventually, she let me know that she had been cheating on a different guy with me. And I said, well, that's a bad idea. You should probably either have a boyfriend or have fun, and you should pick one. And so she did. She got rid of him and said, now we can be together.
Yeah, this is a fucking terrible, terrible situation to be in. I can't lie. Terrible situation to be in. You try to teach her the right thing to do, and guess what you won? A thought that's past her prime. That's tough. Wouldn't that be anyone if they had that mentality? What you mean? Dump her, bro. That's a red flag. Huge red flag. Hella huge red flag. This nigga lost the game. That's the thing about like growing up ugly your whole life and then finally being attractive. You kind of don't really know how to maneuver with women. You don't. Unless, of course, you had someone in your life that taught you, like, yeah, you gotta do this and this and that, and this is how you move. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta start from scratch, and you just have to kind of see these people for what they are and build like a perception to this type of shit. But at the same time, you never got girls before, so likely when you hit that point, whatever comes to you, you're definitely gonna try to pursue because you still have that scarcity mindset. You gotta be attractive for a little while to kind of develop into like getting used to it. Yeah.
And I said, well, that's not part of the deal. This guy's just going to be me later. And she said, oh, darn, and continued seeing me anyway. And also, I had no money and she had money, so she paid for everything while I continued to see other girls on the side. That's how much difference this can make. If you can cross this line, you're going to experience quite a big power differential.
Unattractive
Yeah.
guys have to be more slow about it. They have to be more
Her
nonchalant.
paying for everything is a W. You could say that, but I wouldn't be proud of that, man. I can't even lie. Because you gotta understand, a lot of girls, it might seem cool, but like, I feel like, I don't know, I don't want no one to have no one up on me to be able to say, like, yeah, I paid for this and shit like that. I'm good. Like, my goal isn't to be taken care of by a woman, and that's just not really where my mindset is at. Gooner relationship. Yeah.
And sneaky about hitting on a girl.
Sneaky, okay.
Wait, my fault. What did she say?
A big power differential.
Unattractive guys have to be more slow about it. They have to be more nonchalant and sneaky about hitting on a girl.
Sneaky, okay. We used to call that getting to know someone. When you're familiar with somebody, it becomes easier to create that bond. And
True.
maybe you, as an individual, can work your way out of it, but you can't have everyone works their way out of it. Because if they did, and everybody became more attractive, women would just reevaluate this into another one of these. There would be 80%.
And if everyone's super, no one will be. Literally. She had a good point. When you look better, you can definitely get to the box quicker. True. You can still fuck yourself up though. Like, there definitely has to be a level of you knowing how to maneuver, but you get way more chances to fuck up when you are attractive. I will admit. I love you, Spark Spark. Thanks, I guess. Why do people care so much about who pays for stuff? There's a bunch of reasons why you gotta care about shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's one thing if you guys are in a relationship and you already have pre-established roles and y'all trust each other and you know this person, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, you shouldn't have people that you just met going around paying for your shit, bro. As a man, like, I can only speak for myself. I just would not want that, especially if I'm capable of doing it. Like, why wouldn't I just do it for myself? No bullshit. I feel like if my girl is always paying for me, I at least want to contribute to paying for something like a dinner for real. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna be that nigga that's gonna be like, yeah, you can never pay for me. But that's just how I grew up. Like, if you invite somebody out or You're taking a girl on a date, you pay. That's just, it is what it is. But when you're dating and shit, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you can't, especially if you ugly, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, you can't invite a girl out and then be like, yeah, I don't got no money, we're paying. Because I ain't gonna lie, 9 times out of 10, the girl, unless you, like, look good as shit, like, you're conventionally attractive, she not gonna invite you out. You gonna have to put in that work. So how you gonna invite her out and then say, yeah, I don't got no money? That's literally a one-way trip to the fucking bench, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. You baited. You're baited. You're wasting your time and you're wasting everybody's time. And I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'm on the girl side with that. Don't fucking do that shit. Stupid. Not gonna lie, if you are attractive, you probably can bag a girl in a day and skip the talking stage. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes for sure. Great math. I can't lie, bro's drawing skills are impressive. Yeah. Only Mario and Luigi are super. Skibbity Riz. Real niggas know this is a parabola. Yeah. Roles, it's 2024 to 2025. Would you consider yourself to be ugly? Fuck no. Not at this point in my life. Roles. No, I'm just saying roles because obviously not everyone's dating standards are going to be exactly the same. You might have your set of rules with your girlfriend and whatever you're doing and shit, but I ain't gonna lie, there definitely is still a degree of roles to relationship dynamics, bro. Like, just because you want to pretend that it doesn't exist doesn't mean that it doesn't. I ain't gonna lie. Did you even have a crush in high school? Yeah. I ended up dating one of them. If you can't pay $50 for a date every month, you don't need to be dating. You gotta get your bread up. Not saying you should pay $50 for a date every month, but if you can't, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. If I get one, it's probably teamwork. Prime Justin Bieber had me fuming. He had all the girls screaming for him while I was called an African booty scratcher. That's just RNG, twin. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, girls love dark skinned men now, bro. You just gotta capitalize on the times we in. Everyone gotta go through a chop arc for real. But once you get that glow up, it's great to look back on. Facts. Middle of the road. LOL. Yeah.
Percent of the guys who made it would be reevaluated into the didn't make it zone. And those guys have no choice. They have to get familiar with women first. Otherwise, they just get completely left out.
Yeah, and that's what sucks because it's like you're on an option scarcity, so it's like even if the woman is a shitty person, you're more likely to take her on just because it's like, damn, I don't know when the next time I'm getting some shit is. And so you're gonna be willing to put up with a lot of shitty women and shitty personalities just so you can get what you want. That's why niggas like really sit there. A lot of ugly dudes too, dudes with no options. Let me not say ugly dudes, because there's ugly dudes that get hoes. But dudes with no options, that's why they do things like lie and get into relationships just for ass. Like, it's the game that they're playing. Morally, it's terrible, but in their head, they feel like that's the best odds they got.
That's why the world is looking more and more like this. People don't get to know each other anymore. And if you try, women will call it sneaky. That's the one thing she said that I didn't like.
They also can't be arrogant and rude, where a lot.
Damn nigga talking about me. No, I ain't talking about. I'm just saying in general, bro. I can't lie. It is what it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. When did you wife the girl up just to crack? That's crazy. I don't remember that one. Maybe I'm forgetting something.
Get away with being
sneaky. That's the one thing she said that I didn't like.
They also can't be arrogant and rude, where a lot of attractive guys get away with being rude.
That's me. I used to be
pretty true.
Rude. I was so bitter after I found out the difference between how people treat you when you move from here to here that I actually made a game out of what is the rudest thing that I can say to someone who I...
This is pretty true, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to make I'll then make a video about that too. I'm gonna do that next month. Going from ugly to attractive. Like, really figuring out, like, seeing the difference between how people treat you is like night and day, bro. But it's like the perfect thing. It's like the best thing you can do. The ugly people that are like kind of ugly their whole life or average their whole life, they only know that. The people that are attractive their whole life only know that. And eventually they get to a point when they're older where like sometimes their looks fall off, I ain't gonna lie. But to like go from ugly to desirable, it's so ideal because you know how to move, bro, and you really understand human nature for what it is. It's kind of fucked up though, because it's like you really know, you really see in the back of your head, like, fuck, bro, like, damn, this girl probably wouldn't even be talking to me if it wasn't for how I looked. But at the same time, it's like you learn a lot from that shit. You got to be able to play life from multiple perspectives. That's like, those are the most insightful people. Might as well have a situationship then. Yeah, maybe. Bro, I be seeing girls getting dogged on because they're good looking. Dogged on by who? I'm still confused why there's so many videos about being ugly in my recommendation. I don't know, man. I can't tell you that one. Off topic, but how do you like the Knicks playoff hopes this year? Amazing. We're getting a ring. And yeah, facts. Talk to me again in July. LYT. Would you do a transformation video? I wouldn't say a transformation video, bro, cuz like I can't even sit there and lie to you. I just had to really grow up and grow into my looks, bro. Obviously, I started taking better care of my face and shit, and like I learned certain things. You know, I could tell you like the obvious things like you know, learning how to dress, hygiene, face care. But like other than that, bro, it's really just RNG, bro. Like I'd be lying to you if I told you that is shit I could really, shit you could really do. I could do something like that though. Shit, if you want it, let me know. TJ and Lee, facts.
No already likes me before she doesn't like me anymore, and I never found it. I wrote a few of them down, but I don't feel safe showing you. I played other.
If a girl is super pretty, she's guaranteed to have a lot of Instagram followers. Maybe not guaranteed. She has to be a social media person to an extent. Like she has to definitely for one be posting. There's a lot of beautiful ass girls that go under the radar just because they're not social media people. What I meant to say was I seen guys insult girls and get away with it because they're good looking. Facts, straight up. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's kind of fucked up. Like I wouldn't abuse that for sure, but I don't know. Some girls like that toxic shit, and dudes understand that, and so they adapt.
Games too. I once met a girl on the computer. I went to her
Facts, some
place
girls do want you
3
to
times
disrespect them.
without ever telling her my
They won't tell you
name.
that, but they like it.
Then
It
on the
works.
way out the door, the third time, I said, "Are you gonna ever ask me my name or what?" And she said, "I didn't want to offend you." Like I was gonna say, "Whoa, you're moving a little fast, aren't we?" No, I'm not
Yeah.
encouraging any of this behavior. This is degenerate. The only reason I did it is because I was bitter, because I couldn't be liked without being likable. I didn't want to put in the work to get out of this area, and when I finally did, I still felt like this on the inside, and I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, now it's my turn to do this to someone else."
See, yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. There's people like this, man, that sucks. That sucks. I wouldn't do that. Girls like that, but won't take the shit from an ugly nigga because it makes them feel less than. Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense. It's like, yo, why is someone uglier than me and doesn't have anything above me talking shit about me? Like, there has to be some level of. She has to look at you with some level of superiority, and then you'll get away with a lot of shit. I think Chris Brown is a great example of that, or Future. Facts. Well, I don't know what girls think about Future's looks, but yeah, I don't know. Nigga, 6 feet, so apparently that's a lot nowadays. Remember when Usher was stealing people's wives on stage and giving them dances? Pretty privilege right there. Yeah, sucks, but also motion privilege too. Usher is a very well-known dude. Does that turn them on or something? I don't really know what you're talking about. I remember someone told me that some girls look for disrespect from a guy because it reminds them of their father. Not saying that's true though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit like that really do be real. Because you have to understand, some girls that come from like fucked up families, have a perception of love that is rooted in disrespect and being mean and shit like that. So it's like, regardless of the fact that their fathers might not have been great people, they still fuck with their fathers and they do love their fathers and they know that their fathers love them, but that's their perception of love. And so a lot of girls will do shit to like kind of get emotional reactions out of you because that can give them conviction in the fact that you love them or you feel something towards them. That's why like they'll give you those like shit tests and shit. It really do be like that though. I can't lie. But did make me think for real. Alicia Keys and Usher shows how cold these streets is. Yeah, man. I meant when you disrespect them, does that turn them on? For some of them, it probably does. But also, it's like a dominance thing. It could be like, once again, as I stated, it's the household they come from. That's how they showed love, was through tough love and aggression and shit like that. That's so like when you get into something with somebody that treats you normally, it might not feel right. You might question whether they love you or not because, once again, love to them might be getting an emotional reaction out of somebody. So there's a lot of reasons why it might turn them on. Even if it don't turn them on, it's just like they just respect it because it's coming from someone that they perceive to be better than them. Is what it is. Bro, looking back, the only thing you regret from high school is that you could have smashed that one girl. I don't know. I don't really think about it like that. A lot of my friends say shit like that though, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. The girls in my school was alright. Most of my memories in high school have faded when I get older. I believe it, especially if your high school experience wasn't that great.
And that's not what we need more of. That kind of stuff just goes back into the dating pool and makes everybody more miserable and harder to deal with.
Now, the difference between an attractive guy and an attractive girl is like so different. An attractive girl, sometimes, like, they don't get guys. They get rejected because people get jealous of them or they're really intimidated or they're jealous. And it's just really hard to be an attractive girl. But for an attractive guy, literally, it's like living on the red carpet with silver platters of opportunities handed to you constantly.
Well, not
I
just.
kind of disagree with this. I definitely disagree with this. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the thing about being an attractive girl is that men in general are bold. And so you're more likely to get people coming up to you, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, just because you're attractive, you gotta understand girls don't like being rejected. And so you wouldn't get approached by women as much as you think you would, bro. I can't lie. Even as an attractive dude, you fake gotta look out for a lot of choosing signals, as they say, and shit like that. But even that could get interpreted in so many different ways. I don't know, bro. You just gotta have an eye for this shit. But I don't think it's easier for men at all. I ain't gonna lie. If you have a mouthpiece and you're not shy or socially awkward, maybe. Hmm. Most of the bad Jones from my high school is locked up, single moms, and I'm only a junior in college. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. You ever been with a 10 out of 10, Sparky? 10 out of 10. I don't know if I'd say a 10 out of 10, but a lot of people would probably call them that. Yeah, I've been with them. A lot of them don't tend to be great people, and they tend to be really toxic, but yeah, I don't know. Sparky, what's your type? I don't feel like I have one. Attractive girls usually end up with better career options. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because people like attractive looking things. Like, even like, let's say you're getting hired at like a coffee shop or some shit, or some things like pretty people are more likely to make a sale than like a ugly dude or girl, to be honest. Like, you ever notice like a lot of baristas at coffee shops are like kind of the small, conventionally attractive, uh, petite girls? Like, those are more likely the women that are gonna sell you a cup of fucking coffee. Facts. Or strippers. Maybe it's female YouTubers, strippers. Yeah, for real, for real. Who's at coffee shops? A lot of people, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these pretty girls, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They be mad beautiful women and beautiful like girls love coffee. Yo, the thing is with a lot of niggas, bro, they don't know how to put themselves in other people's heads and other people's positions. A lot of girls love coffee. The bad, like, a lot of beautiful girls be in the coffee shops. You gotta think, nigga, if I was a bad bitch, where would I be? They be at the coffee shops. You're tripping, I ain't gonna lie. And they know that shit, nigga. Young, attractive girls, well, obviously not like fucking, not on some pedo shit, but like young adult attractive girls tend to be at the coffee shops. I can't lie. They do. They all every time you go to a coffee shop, it's always gonna be a young attractive girl or a young attractive man serving you, bro. Most 9 times out of 10, it's always gonna be that. Facts. Where I live, there be some fine baristas when I get my daily coffee. See, I just put y'all into game, yo. Coffee shops. Y'all want some fine shit? Go. There you go. Especially for modeling. What are the chances the model is ugly? See, modeling is weird because you don't necessarily have to be attractive to be a model. You just have to look like a model. Like a lot of crazy looking models and shit, like they dead ass they don't particularly look that good. They just have model features. It helps though for certain types of modeling, like high fashion though. I don't feel like every high fashion model is conventionally attractive. They just have unique features. Kane's you a milkman? I'd say so. I appreciate beauty in women. Where I live, it's impossible. Shit, where you live?
Job opportunities. This was roughly my attractive era from here to here, and this was my net worth.
Negative 20.
Nothing, and now I have internet money. But yeah, she's not wrong. This is an easier position in the market than this. It's easier to get what you want. Now, I wish we could get away from this app style of dating and back to
I guess. I don't know.
the classics, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. This might even get worse.
I just asked fine shit if she get coffee and she said she love her some cappuccino. I don't know if you're being serious, but like if I'm being real, bro, I probably would work. Probably did work. Lies. What's lies? Now being attractive helps on dating apps like Tinder. It definitely does. I can't even lie. It really, really does. It really does.
At least people are starting to
Like
get
if you're not paying for dating apps or you're not at least like a 6 out of 10, I say it's a waste of fucking money in my opinion.
it. But for now, if you are
And even then, a 6 out of 10 will get you a match, maybe one a week every 2 weeks or some shit like that, bro. But other than that, yeah. Facts. They be liking them caramel macchiatos.
not working on yourself,
Yeah.
you
I
are
believe it, twin. I believe it.
potentially giving up a lot of power. Just don't misuse it when you get it, or you'll eventually turn into me, but without the internet money.
That is true too. I ain't gonna lie. As a dude, you still gotta have some sort of motion, bro. You can't just look good unless you're satisfied with just going on flings all the time, and really that's about it. Like, oh no, it's a lot of shit that goes into that. Batman too cool. That's strike one. I think she's mad because she not only mixed out on Wonder Pets, but anytime my girl mad at me, I can get her coffee from Starbucks and I'll be straight for the day. Not gonna lie. Listen, ma'am, don't put me onto game. No, I'm trolling. I don't got no hoes, but bro got me choking on my water at Keys. W method. Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of girls love coffee. All right, let's